हेलो एंड वेलकम बैक टू अनदर वन ऑफ माय वीडियोस। आज के वीडियो में मैं रिव्यू करने वाला हूँ डॉक्टर स्ट्रेंज इन द मल्टीवर्स ऑफ मैडनेस मूवी को। मैं अभी वो देखकर वापस अपने घर जा रहा हूँ एंड आई एम साइक्ड यू गाइस। आई लव द मूवी। आई एब्सोल्युटली लव्ड द लेटेस्ट एंट्री इनटू द मार्वल सिनेमैटिक यूनिवर्स and here is all that I thought about it. I have just structured all the thoughts in I feel in a linear fashion, but I still am थोड़ा सा jarred by all of that has happened today. जब मैं जा रहा था तो बारिश बहुत ज़्यादा हो गई थी जिसकी वजह से मैं पूरा भीग गया. So I watched the movie in the theater, all wet, fully completely drenched and I opened up my shoes also in the theater and that's how I sat in the theater. पहली बार. It was a good feeling overall, but काफ़ी काँप रहा था मैं. हो सकता है मेरे को सुबह तक ठंड भी लग जाए. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anywho, coming back to Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, it's a brilliant movie, you guys. It's incredible. So this has been directed by Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi is the guy who directed Evil Dead 1 and 2, basically the entire Evil Dead series, and then he went on to direct the original Tobey Maguire ka Spider-Man wala trilogy, which was supposed to be a fiveology, लेकिन fourth और fifth फिर उसने नहीं बनाई थी over differences with the studio, Sony Studios. But anyway, Spider-Man 1, 2 and 3 अगर आपको याद है टोबी मैगवायर के, और अगर आपको Evil Dead याद है, then you know how distinct of a creator Sam Raimi is. Each of his movies have a distinct Sam Raimi taste on them and you can watch and see. Basically goofy, heavily emotional, funny, and when they want to be horror movies is what Sam Raimi is known for, and he has gone all out on Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness to create a movie that is distinctly Sam Raimi. Too much of traffic. Anyway, the movie starts out with Doctor Strange dreaming about various things, and America Chavez, this girl, this little kid who's able to travel between dimensions and go to various universes. Coming to our universe is Doctor Strange that we have known over so many movies, and she is running, trying to save herself because there's this witch, there's this evil entity who's been after her across all of the dimensions. Whoopsie, mirror, rear view mirror. I think I'll have to get this replays now. Anyway, just Bangalore things, you guys. So America Chavez ke piche there's this evil entity who wants to kidnap her and has been sending various demons after her, and she is just running multiverse hopping, trying to save herself. That's when she meets our universe ka Doctor Strange, and that's when the movie begins. So this is the gist of the story. I will not go deep into what the story structure is because it's full of surprises and I cannot talk about those surprises without moving into heavy spoiler territory. So Doctor Strange then helps us and takes her across various universes trying to save her life and getting rid of the demon. Now where the movie shines is that this is a very simplistic sort of a story, right? There's this person, there's this central character in the story जिसको आपको बचाना है, जिसके पीछे कोई पड़ा हुआ है, जिसके पीछे villain पड़ा हुआ है, and you have to save that character's life, and it's a very basic premise of a story. Now where it becomes extremely different is Sam Raimi. Sam Raimi has made this movie completely goofy. He has made this movie absolutely full of his own charms and his own things that he's known for, basically. So this movie is funny, very funny. Doctor Strange is funny, but funny in a very goofy way. Not funny like Iron Man used to be funny, right? Mr. Know-It-All types, or not funny like Spider-Man, Mr. Goofball types. Doctor Strange is goofy, but he quips also, obviously, but it's a very how should I put it, cringy humor, humor so cringy that you'd laugh at it. That's the kind of humor that Sam Raimi is known for, and that's the kind of humor that 80s B movie humor. That's the humor that I'm talking about. That's the humor that Raimi shines at, and that's the humor that this movie utilizes, and it works. More often than not, it works. In most of the sequences, it works absolutely fine. And then there's the horror element of the movie, horror and gore. Again, Sam Raimi is known for these things. सर कट रहे हैं, खून टपक रहा है, दिमाग फट रहा है, गर्दनें तोड़ी जा रही हैं. All of that जो Evil Dead में आपने देखा है बचपन में, all that is present in this movie, guys. Everything. And I just could not have even thought that they would allow Sam Raimi to go this far. Marvel Cinematic Universe has always been known to have a slate and aligning all of their directors onto that slate only. There have been famous fallouts over the years. Edgar Wright was supposed to direct the first Iron Man. He was attached to the first Iron Man for almost a decade, and then he quit over creative differences. That is because these people didn't allow him to thulle, so yellow light band. These people didn't allow him to do what he wanted to do with Ant-Man. Recently, John Watts has moved out of Fantastic Four. Creative differences तो नहीं बोला गया. He just said कि वो बोर हो गया, but you never know. हाँ. Why, sir? अच्छा. So yeah. Okay, basically the cops are just doing alcohol checkup. So quick story, guys. Back in the year, you guys, back in the days, back in 2019, my blood alcohol level was very high, and I got caught by the cops while riding a motorcycle, and my motorcycle was seized and my license was seized and all that stuff has happened. तो जब से ये हुआ है ना, मैं मोटरसाइकिल तो नहीं चलाता हूँ, guys, and I have had alcohol, even if I have taken just one Budweiser, which happens very often. But I now try to take those Budweisers at my place and not at friend's place. So yeah, I'm extremely careful. Bangalore police does not fool around when it comes to alcohol and driving. Anyway, so Sam Raimi, known for the horror elements, known for the gore, गर्दनें कट रही है, खून लथपथ होके उड़ रहा है, right? Can you imagine a Marvel movie having all of that? No, right? This movie has that. I don't know, man. ये creative differences की जो मैं बात कर रहा था, directors have quit Marvel movies because they were not aligned with the vision of Marvel. Marvel का slate कैसा दिखता है, guys? हीरो का एंटीथेसिस एंटी हीरो, दोनों को सेम सूट सा या सेम पावर सी मिलती है, एंड देन दे फाइट इन द एंड, एंड दैट्स द स्टोरी, राइट? ये ही आयरन मैन 1 से चलती आ रही है प्रीटी मच द स्लेट. नाउ दे आर ट्राइंग टू रिवैम्प द स्लेट, विद स्पाइडरमैन नो वे होम, completely different storytelling, completely different stuff, and brilliant movie making, brilliant piece of cinema, brilliant piece of nostalgia, exceeded where Star Wars tried but just couldn't, to my absolute horror and sadness. Anyway, so there was Spider-Man, which was a completely different storytelling out of the Marvel slate, and now there is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, where they have again taken completely unique decisions that they would never have taken in the past, and all of this in absolute Sam Raimi style. So this movie is absolutely incredible. It's a brilliant piece of cinema. And I haven't even talked about the score of the movie. जो music Danny Elfman ने इस movie में दिया है, that has been used इतना creatively. मतलब you know there are moments जो music को accompany करते हैं, जैसे horror का scene है, right? This movie is sprinkled. This movie is sprinkled with moments of horror, jump scares. जो पुराने ज़माने में होता है, अचानक से भी आएगा और you will be like, oh ये कहाँ से आ गया टाइप. जंप स्केयर्स इस मूवीज़ में बहुत सारे. ह्यूमर तो है ही है, जब ह्यूमर चल रहा है तो वैसा म्यूज़िक है, जब हॉरर वाला सीन है, जब थ्रिल वाला सीन है, किसी को कोई ढूंढ रहा है तो वो सीन है, राइट. सो इट फील्स जेन्युइन हॉरर मूवी इन दोज मोमेंट्स. फॉरगेट अबाउट डॉक्टर स्ट्रेंज, राइट. और वो जो ट्रिपी सीन्स थे जिनकी वजह से डॉक्टर स्ट्रेंज 1 इतनी ज़्यादा एपिक हम सब लोगों को लगी थी, जो स्कॉट डायरेक्सन ने बनाई थी, राइट. वो जो ट्रिपी सीन्स थे, राइट, ऊपर नीचे रिफ्लेक्शन और पता नहीं क्या क्या हो रहा था. द सेम ट्रिपी सीन्स आर हियर एज वेल, नॉट इन दैट क्वांटिटी. दिस मूवी इज मोर ऑफ अ आई वुड से स्टोरी ड्रिवन टाइप्स एक्शन एडवेंचर फैंटेसी एंड हॉरर मूवी rather than a completely out and out fantasy action movie like the first movie was. But वो ट्रिपी सीन्स यहाँ पे हैं, वो मैजिकल, वो जादुई spells and all of that stuff is still there. All that is present. CGI में मार्वल को कोई बीट कर ही नहीं सकता any day any way. So उसके बारे में तो कुछ बोलना भी है, would say, I mean it's just pointless at this point. Eternals का ही CGI इतना grand, इतना epic था. They really have not gone any lesser than that. But having said that, it still is way better than what Eternals was in terms of CGI and everything else. So there's that. The story also is not, you know, the story feels like a standalone story. Although there are so many cameos जो भी अपने को hype हो रखी थी cameos की, all those cameos are present. Tom Cruise बस इस movie में नहीं है and I felt really sad. I was 100% certain and sure कि Tom Cruise इस movie के अंदर होगा, Iron Man बनेगा superior वाला, but that unfortunately sadly is not the case. At least not for now, maybe in the future someday, but वो तो नहीं है. However, there are a lot more cameos, there are other cameos, there are a lot of I would say there are a lot of hints towards Secret War and Secret Invasion. Secret Invasion is an upcoming Disney Plus show जिसमें क्रल्स का जो मिस मार्वल में क्रल का इन्वेजन दिखाया, कैप्टन मार्वल में क्रल का इन्वेजन दिखाया गया है. दैट इज़ गोना गो टू द नेक्स्ट स्टेप इन सीक्रेट इन्वेजन. फेज़ 4 इज़ गोना बी अबाउट Kang and phase 5 is gonna be about the Secret Wars where Krulls basically invade. So उसका यहाँ पे काफ़ी अच्छा खासा हिंट है, कई जगह पर हिंट है. ऑब्वियसली इतने सारे मल्टीवर्स हैं तो सारे के सारे यूनिवर्स भी दिखाए गए हैं, जिसका हिंट हमें लोकी में मिला था. हिंट क्या, मोर देन अ हिंट वाज व्हाट यू एक्चुअली गॉट. और वही सेम चीज़ यहाँ पे डॉक्टर स्ट्रेंज में बड़े पैमाने पे हुई है, राइट. ओवरऑल द फील दैट आई गॉट फ्रॉम दिस मूवी वाज, बचपन में हम लोग जब कॉमिक पढ़ते थे, राइट, आई वाज अ बिग एविड कॉमिक बुक रीडर. सुपर कमांडो ध्रुव को दूसरा सुपर कमांडो ध्रुव कहीं और से मिलता था, पैरेलल यूनिवर्स से या किसी दूसरे शहर से या किसी फ्यूचर या पास्ट से, राइट. सेम थिंग यूज्ड टू हैपन quite often with Batman, Superman, all these people, and then later on with all the Marvel characters also. थोर को दूसरे थोर मिल रहे हैं, हल्क को उसकी कज़न हल्क बन जा रही है, and all of those things, right? Basically different characters but the same superhero. स्पाइडरमैन का तो पूरा स्पाइडर वर्स बना हुआ है. तो ये चीज़ें कॉमिक्स के अंदर बहुत एपिक लगती थी, राइट? एंड नाउ दे हैव टेकन ऑल ऑफ दैट अ स्टेप अहेड in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness and Spider-Man Far From Home. The difference is Spider-Man Far From Home was about the characters we had known and it was all the good guys, right? Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness के Doctor Strange iterations are all over the place. Basically Doctor Strange is such a powerful character, Sorcerer's Stream is such a powerful entity that it can go either ways. It's like the way of the Jedi. It's like Star Wars. Okay? If you, all of us have the Force within, right? Now, if you choose the good side, you are a Jedi, and if you choose the evil side, then you are a Sith Lord. So, yeah, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness के अंदर भी है कि there are villainous Doctor Stranges also, just because of the choices they have made. ये What If के उन episodes में भी दिखाया गया था, you know, and it was a very interesting concept कि your choices will define you and they can take you on the good side or the wrong side. So ये Doctor Strange के अंदर काफ़ी ज़्यादा दिखता है. तो the other Doctor Stranges are good and evil and bad and not so bad maybe, and even if their motives are justified. So that comes to the forefront in this movie. There are multiple Doctor Stranges. हमारा Benedict Cumberbatch है वहाँ पे, लेकिन the Doctor Strange that he has played all these years, there are multiple iterations and you may fall in love with some other Doctor Strange also. That's also something that may happen with you guys. So I think that's the most incredible part of this movie, other than the obvious thing कि ये Marvel से इतना ज़्यादा हटके क्यों है, horror, jump scares wala element, gore, which I absolutely love in a superhero movie, and the goofiness, the overall goofiness of this movie also. Just one thing that I felt during the runtime of the movie, I think it could have been shorter by 10 minutes or so. 10 मतलब 10-15 मिनट I would say short हो सकता था. The screenplay could have been slightly tighter. There were some scenes that they could have done with, or अगर could not have done with, I am not sure if they could have done with completely scenes, but they could have done with parts of some scenes. Some elements of the movie felt slightly stretched in it. Yeah, that's pretty much my only critique or something that the movie could have worked on. Overall, I am so satisfied and so happy with what this has turned out to be. This takes Doctor Strange into completely new dimensions, new multiverse and new levels, and gives him, the movie ends with a completely different Doctor Strange, a Doctor Strange of another level, the Doctor Strange that we have come to know and love. Anyway, so just like Spider-Man Far From Home, जो अभी तक मार्वल का बहुत बड़ा क्रिटिक था कि भाई मार्वल में हीरोज़ ग्रो नहीं होते हैं, उनका कैरेक्टर डेवलप ही नहीं होता है, द कैरेक्टर जस्ट बिकम्स, जो क्रिटिक रहता है कि द कैरेक्टर जस्ट बिकम्स टाइप कास्ट, तो वो कैरेक्टर डेवलपमेंट अब होने लगा है. यू गाइस, स्पाइडरमैन फार फ्रॉम होम में हमें ये दिखा है. लोकी टीवी शो में लोकी का कैरेक्टर इतना तगड़ा ही इन्होंने डेवलप कर दिया पागलों के जैसे. इस मूवी में फाइनली वांडा मैक्सिमॉफ, स्कारलेट विच का कैरेक्टर मूवमेंट, डेवलपमेंट, ऑल ऑफ दैट हैज़ हैपेंड मैसिवली. एंड ऑब्वियसली डॉक्टर स्ट्रेंज को they have, since the first movie came out of Doctor Strange, there really has not been character development of Stephen Strange as such till now, even though he has appeared in multiple movies and played important roles also in Spider-Man No Way Home, before that Infinity War and Endgame, right? Now finally we get to see some character development, and I would say some क्या बहुत ज़्यादा ही. A lot of his character strengths and weaknesses have come to the forefront and various things. So that's all great stuff. I mean, I am just in love with this movie also. Marvel just doesn't seem to be doing any wrong, other than the Disney Plus TV shows. उन TV shows में काफ़ी कुछ work हो सकता है अभी, but the movies are absolutely on point, and I am psyched for Thor Love and Thunder, जिसमें हमें थोर की केमिस्ट्री देखने को मिलेगी with Star-Lord finally. So yeah, super psyched for that also. I'm gonna watch Ragnarok over the next few days, मतलब वापस से just to revise upon them on that movie. Yeah, so this is my bit about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. You guys should definitely go ahead and check it out in the theaters near you. Even if you're not a big time Marvel fan, if you're not a big time Marvel fan, you should definitely not watch it. कुछ समझ में नहीं आएगा. But if you are a big time Marvel fan, you will still feel a lot of gaps in this movie that you will find difficult to understand. So hit me up in the comments and I'll try to explain to you कि क्या चल रहा है movie में और क्या context and why this movie is such a big deal. Also the cameo in the end, I'm not gonna talk about it since this is a spoiler free review. I think I should do more spoiler reviews in the end. For future Marvel movies. Anyway, the cameo in the end is also a very very big deal and ties up with various loose ends into this movie and is a big part of character development. So when you watch it, remember that I said this. Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys be. You guys have fun. I am reaching my home now. It's about what time? It's 11:30 in the night and it's a Saturday night, and this is what I'm doing on a Saturday night, vlogging with you guys. What a life I have. I will see you guys when I see you. Have fun and hit the like, share, sub button if you feel that this video brought something into your lives, and you can watch all my other vlogging videos also. I am not a review channel, I am a motovlogging channel, and motovlogging and vlogging and basically my channel. If you think that I'm an interesting enough person, subscribe. See y'all. Charlie, what's up? What's up? क्या हो गया? I'm gonna give you food now. Come. Good boy. Who's a good boy? You wanna say hello to YouTube? You don't wanna say hey, yeah, Charlie. Meow. It's okay. I got you.